Mouse. 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 Okay, so if you missed it, a couple days ago, we started doing a mouse-only playthrough, as much as we can. Mouse. Mouseville. That was easy. We are currently... where are we? Did we do the evil boss? No, we're pre-evil. We're post-Deoclops, post-I, but pre-evil. Whoa, what the hell is going on? Good lag spike there. Yeah, so on to the evil boss. They did buff Mushroom Boy. He still probably sucks because we can't use whips. If you're not familiar with mouse mode, you get it from using this item here. You're gonna ignore the fact that it says rat. A rat is just a less cool mouse, and we're cool, so we're a mouse. You cannot use a single item. If we try to mine a pickaxe and exit mouse mode. If we try to place a block, exit mouse mode. Now the problem is it's not really possible to beat the game like that. You'd have no way to summon several bosses, and also you couldn't use your minions or things like that. So we have to bend the rules a little bit to leave mouse mode every once in a while. The mouse puts on his human mount. But for the most part, we're trying to be in mouse mode as much as possible. We can use double jumps, and if we get Featherfall potions, we can use those as well for a big boost to mobility. Speaking of which, we should probably go in the air and kill some harpies at some point. We'll probably need to farm herbs as well. Yeah, we can, we can go and kill the eye again. Why not? What is going on with my game? I am lagging weirdly. I wonder if they fixed the, targeting bug. Seems like we're actually properly targeting here. Yeah, we killed Deoclops, so we have the, accessory from her to give us the shadow hands for... Oh, wait, I'm not in mouse mode. I was wondering why I was moving so slowly. I honestly wasn't even looking at the screen. Kill some harpies? No, kill some harpies. One of those streamers who don't respond to chat. Chat was just saying mouse. Chat was filled with nothing but the word mouse for like several minutes. Mice are pretty cool. I actually get to see mice a lot in my studies. I'm taking a... Seriously, what the hell is going on with these lag spikes? I don't really have stuff open in the background. See if they go away. But yeah, I have a lab class that has us do a bunch of behavioral experiments on mice. Shout out to one of my lab. So we're in like groups of 3 for our lab, and we have to run behavioral experiments on mice. Then we're, analyzing that data and stuff like that. Behavioral experiments being things like you put a mouse in a box and you see how it moves around in that box. It's like an assessment of either motor function or anxiety or stuff like that. You put it on a balance beam and you see how long it takes to cross the balance beam and how many times it slips. That's like a coordination task. And so we've been doing stuff like that. And my my lab partner shows up to mouse class yesterday. Incredibly tired. He apparently didn't sleep very much. He spent like the entire lab class on his phone talking to ChatGPT. I wasn't looking at exactly what he was saying to ChatGPT, but I think he was getting like reassurance from ChatGPT because of being like socially awkward or something, and ChatGPT was like, "Oh yeah, here are things you can say in these situations if you've done something awkward." And I just we're sitting over here like grabbing mice and trying to get them onto balance beams and shit, and he's over here talking to ChatGPT. And because of that, we had to stay loud. We had to stay late in mouse class, because mouse class, you know, we have to run the experiments on the mice. If we don't run the experiments on the mice, we don't get our data, and we can't, you know, do data analysis if we don't have mouse data. So we have to do these experiments. And because we were basically 2 people running these experiments, we ended up having to stay late, like 30 minutes late. And of course, my lab partner leaves right at when the class ends and leaves the other 2 of us to just run the rest of the mouse experiments. So it was a little bit annoying. Should we 1 HP for true mouse experience? Excuse me, a mouse has 5 hit points. Flinks, please, flinks. Oh, the flinkses suck. I didn't want to use a potion. ChatGPT and all forms of Gen AI based on how they work are literally just mimics. Yeah, we got mouse trapped. Ah, fuck. Ever wonder how to catch a mouse? Well, modern technology has improved way beyond the barbaric snap traps from mice. Instead, you just summon a giant demonic eyeball to hunt down your mouse. Okay, oh, we did a goblin invasion. We have goblin. No, we do have goblin. Did we reforge our flink staff? We did reforge our flinks. Okay, okay. Well, we can, you know, reforge accessories and stuff too. I know we can. We're kind of broke. Okay. Whoa. You guys see that lighting on the flinks? Hold on. Because one of them, when they pass through the door, one of them is brighter than the other one, because the light from the furnace. How do you turn into a mouse? You need the pan flute, piper flute. That's it. Don't starve together. You get that from the jungle chests. Mouse is OP because of small hitbox. Mouse is not OP. What are these lag spikes? Jeez, that's like a memory leak or something. Okay, so I want to kill the Eye of Cthulhu. Or the Brain of Cthulhu. What is this game called? Just remember your video on the new Terraria hotfix and you clicked here. This game is called Terraria. How did I leave mouse for? This is Terraria? I mean, could we just kill the Brain of Cthulhu like this? We probably could, right? I mean, right? 2 flinkses with armor penetration? That's probably fine for the brain, if we do it on the surface. Not clouds. Snow. No, this is Terraria. We're playing with a special mount that turns us into a mouse, but it's still Terraria. And then as far as mining stuff, we have dig toys to do that for us. As best he can. My favorite Hatsune Miku producer. I don't know. There are a lot of good Hatsune Miku producers. I don't know that I have one particular favorite one. Mice can't use tools. Yeah, I do. You know, of all the changes that, oh, don't worry. We can Blood Moon Max Stardust because you see, we're still in mouse mode. See right there? Mouse. But we can't really do much during Blood Moons because we can't fish. Mouse can't hold a fishing rod. Mouse cannot fish. If there is one thing that I wish Relogic would do in a hotfix for 1.4.5, it's let the mouse use at least tools. At least tools, man. Like, let Let me cut. A mouse can dig, right? A mouse could dig. A mouse could believably dig. A mouse could believably drink potions. Okay, holding a weapon, that's one thing. But holding a pickaxe? Drinking a potion? You know, I feel like that's... I feel like a mouse could do that. Yeah, the wolf can do it. The wolf can do it. Can use its tail. If the wolf mount can do it, I don't see why a mouse couldn't. Yeah. Like, literally, the only... So, we have to leave mouse mode here. We're gonna... I don't know what is going on with my game. I am getting some really bad frame drops. I don't know if this is from the new update or if there's something else going on. This is kind of awkward because we actually fall through those holes. Lag spikes are caused by full screen for some reason. You had them too. Well, I should be borderless window, not full screen. Is this a thing in the new update? Pretty sure? Damn. Bonehelm got buffed? I think it's always been like this. I don't think it's gotten buffed. Alright, now this is only Master Mode for any Cthulhu. We don't need that much space. I just want to give myself a fair amount because, you know, mouse. Mouse gotta move. They stopped when you left full screen. You can try it. I'll finish building this and then I'll... Where's mouse? Sorry. There you go. Mouse is building, don't worry. Mouse is building. Hold on, I gotta just put this on a mouse button. Let's see. Properties, is there a... I want to make a keybind to turn it on and off. I don't know how to do that in OBS. I've never really... There's got to be a way to set a keybind to make the mouse show up, right? If he's not deformed, I don't see a way to do it. Well, that's fine. We'll just leave it be for now. Mouse 18. That's just what a mouse looks like. How many of you guys have actually seen a mouse? Okay. And I saw a mouse today. I saw 3 mice today. Why is he's not ugly? That's just what a mouse looks like. Okay. We also need vertebra to summon our Brain of Cthulhu. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try. Somebody said that. Do I have to? Oh God. I don't like this. I will check if this fixes the lag spikes. Something's wrong. We moved the game to a window. We were getting lag spikes for some reason. I'm just gonna see. We'll work with it. I know it's dark and scary down there, but we're just gonna see if we keep getting lag spikes or if it was related to being in full screen. Mouse Raria is back. You're damn right. We shouldn't give the mouse self-esteem issues. He doesn't have self-esteem issues. He's beautiful. And he doesn't need you making fun of him. Hold on, we should contain this Crimson a little bit. Dig Toys away. Dude, Dig Toys, what the fuck, man? Dude. What? Yeah, my least favorite part about Dig Toys is how he is completely fucking unusable against hammered blocks. Is he afraid of that little tiny gap there? Go down. It's my favorite melee rework of 1.4.5. Melee reworks came. I mean, I think does the Ale Tosser count? The Ale Tosser is pretty cool. I think the Mandible Blade. I've always been a fan of the Mandible Blade. And I quite like what they did with it. I mean, I don't seem to be lagging, which is, you know, concerning, but whatever. You never did Dig Toys stop on hammered blocks? Is it because it was Crimson Grass? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Seriously? Dig Toys can't break Crimson Grass? What? Why? That's not... You don't need pickaxe power for that. At least he can break mushrooms. He'd be in a lot of trouble if he couldn't. What's a Dig Toys? It's a pal from Palworld. You know, I do think it's a little sad. So I've played Palworld a couple times, once with friends and once by myself on stream, and the game's grown on me a lot. Nah, I'm still getting lag spikes. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be related to full screen. So I guess we'll just have to deal with it. The game's grown on me a lot. And the couple times I've played it. It's easy to use Vulkan with Steam options. It's way faster. I don't want to. I'm only going to be streaming for like an hour or two. I can deal with it. It's okay. How'd you get that Dig Toys? I just started with the Dig Toys and the mouse form. Might just need to restart my computer. I haven't restarted my computer in a little bit. I might just have like a memory leak from something. Anyways, you can use dirt blocks for building, so you can say mouse. No, mouse can't dig dirt block. Doesn't work. The only thing you really like about Palworld is it's out with 1/10 the file size of out. Yeah, I know a lot of people say that Palworld is just like a knockoff Pokemon game, but I'll be real, I don't really think it is. Like, the designs in the game, it's clearly derivative of Pokemon. It's clearly inspired by them, but most of the designs are fairly distinct. And they're not really just like knockoff Pokemon. A good example is like, let's take Foxbugs, right? Like Foxbugs is a fire wolf. You might think, well, that's just, oh, sorry, a fire fox. Well, you might just think, well, hold on, that's just a Vulpix. But like, Pokemon didn't invent fire and foxes being related. That comes from like folklore, like kitsune in Japanese folklore. Make like foxfire, like it's Pokemon just draws on folklore and pop culture to make Pokemon. Like the Abra line of Pokemon. they're literally just inspired by magicians. Yuri Yellow sued Pokemon for taking his likeness and calling Kadabra like young Geller. Amoonguss's name? Firefox like the browser, yeah. Yeah, the game really doesn't play like Pokemon at all. Even in the sense of, like, having your pals and battling them. Like, I found that a lot of times I would just beat the shit out of pals with, like, a steel club or something. US games are properly optimized. They never will be because selling better PC parts and phones is too profitable. The people developing games are not the people selling you different parts to build PCs and phones for the most part. Like, Activision isn't selling you better SSDs and more RAM. It's a mouse door. It's Pokemon, but you can torture them. Yeah, and honestly, I don't like the parts of Palworld that are edgier. The parts where you can, like, butcher pals or eat them and stuff like that. I enjoyed, I like being able to make hot springs with pals. And, like, keep your pals' sanity high and have them be happy. You increase your bond with them. Breeding. Breeding is nice. Big fan. Okay, we've got Heart Lantern. What happened to my Heart Lantern? Put it in here. Did I already put it down? I had to put it down. Would I recommend playing Legendary Mouse? No. No, I wouldn't. What the hell was... What is going on with my game right now? I'm gonna go back to playing Legendary Vampire right now, and it's awful. I'm not surprised. Video. Okay, Terraria decided to go to my second monitor. Alright. Thanks, game. I appreciate it. So now we need to go windowed again. Try to go back to my main monitor. Graveyards nullify the sun? Yeah, that is true. If you want to make it safe, you can just put down a bunch of graveyards. Okay, go full screen. Okay, but not in 800 by 600. I don't want to be in... Come on. 1920 by 1080. No, 19... What are these resolutions jumping to? I go 1440 to 1600 to... Do I have an OLED? No. Okay, we'll just play full screen. That's fine. Okay. Onto the brain. It's basically just pre-whip summoner, but with post-whips summons. No, I'm also a mouse. I don't get access to most accessories and mobility options. I have a small hitbox. I'm kind of like hard capped at 38 miles per hour. Dude, what is... Okay. I feel like I just want to restart my PC. I might come back in like 10 minutes or something. I don't... Oh. How bad is it on stream? The random lag spikes. Dude, can I even get to a demon altar? You didn't notice any lag spikes? Okay. Lag isn't... It's okay. And I can check my task manager, but I don't think it's going to be particularly fruitful. It's probably just going to tell me. Is something eating at my CPU? Firefox is taking over. I just do have a bunch of Firefox tabs open. Infection with some mouseware. We'll see if opening, getting some memory from closing Firefox tabs helps. I don't know. Firefox Revenge. Nintendo heard me talking shit about Vulpix. Maybe it was. Usually I don't have that many tabs open. I just had a bunch of stuff I was looking for. I'm one of those people that actually closes tabs. Hey, OT. Computer needs mouse straps to live. Okay, let's see how it goes. No, 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 I don't want battle potion. No, we're still getting lag spikes. Oh, I exited mouse. No! What the fuck, Relogic? Okay, you know I just made a video talking about how Relogic like paid attention to players and made good changes. What the fuck is this? I could use the alt fire of summon weapons to target enemies before this update. Now I can't. Now if I use the targeting, it just takes me out of mouse form. What the fuck, Relogic? I take back everything I said. It's a terrible company. Okay. Okay, so I just can't use target. That's why I was randomly out of mouse form. Okay. Fuck me, I guess. I think if we just stand here, Flinks is solo. Relogic gets the whip. Probably a bug. Be weird to be an intentional change. I don't know. They removed legacy. No, no, no. You can still do legacy targeting. It just takes you out of mouse mode. Bonehelm was much better than you thought. Bonehelm is not bad. Also, yeah, you can just straight up AFK the brain's last phase. Minions are pretty good. 2 Flinkses, Bonehelm, easy. Okay, so this gets us... Jeez, what do we do with this? Obsidian armor? Obsidian armor make magiluminescence? Probably... Wait! Big problem. Dig Toys can't mine obsidian. Shit. So any other way for us to get obsidian? Shimmering obsidian skin potions. Not really feasible. Bombs? And a mouse can't use bombs. Isn't bee armor better for this? Dude, I haven't killed Queen Bee. Why go obsidian? Because it's an upgrade. Why go? Because it's fucking defense. I have 18 defense. I have 3 defense from my armor. That's not good for Queen Bee. Isn't bee armor better? Yeah, you know, it's fucking better spider armor. But I haven't killed the wall of flesh. I can't get spider armor. Yeah, why are you getting obsidian armor? Just go get stardust armor. Like, I can't get armor that I haven't killed bosses for. No, I would get obsidian armor because I can get it with what I have now. I cannot get other things. Is that Scooby-Doo noise? Is Scooby-Doo still popular with the kids nowadays? I was a big fan of Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. Big, I'm super into Scooby-Doo, man. Let's see. Why not just get possession? Yeah, I know. I know, Legan. I have read the patch notes. I think that Velma show kind of killed the series. Geoclops for Sentry. I mean, at this point, we'd be better off just doing the old ones, aren't we? So here's a conundrum. What can we get besides Flinxes? Dig Toys can mine explosives, but mining explosive doesn't make explosives explode. I can get Mushroom Boy. I could get Mushroom Boy. Mushroom Boy is probably slightly better than a Flinx. Slightly? Slightly? Frog, I can't fish. So we got a mushroom pylon. Dryad's down there, so we can get mushroom seeds and potentially get Mushroom Boy. They also buffed mushroom. Yeah, I know. I made a video where I just talked about. Yeah, I know. Mouse? Mouse? Oh, Flinxes don't kill critters. Is that a new change? Oh. Mouse? Why are you running? Why are you running away? Why are you running? Why are you running? Friend, he is a friend. I think Mouse should have more stuff it can do. I'd like it if Mouse could do a couple other things. Oh, there's a guy here. He needs mouse bites to live. Mouse? Oh, damn, we lost the mouse. Anything you would like changed in a hotfix? I'd like it if mice could be made to dig. That would make my life way easier. Old One's Army time? I think it's tier 1 Old One's Army. It really doesn't get me anything. I guess we've got sentries. But the thing is, without imps, I don't think I can beat the tier 1 Old One's Army. And I don't think I can get imps. At least not to hard mode. We get sentries in hard mode, but... I think we've got to do Queen Bee. Can I put Ballista? I think it's fair game to put down sentries and then switch into mouse mode before a fight. Imagine you feel about Hoix. Dude, I don't think I can kill a Dark Mage before it reaches the crystal with 2 Flinxes. I don't. Dark Mage can't get Hoiked. Plus, there are flying enemies. Man, I'm pretty sure using Dig Toys didn't take me out of mouse form before this update either. Very good piece, very good piece. Oh, that slime has money. Idle for Foxsparks? I would like to try Foxsparks. So, people have told me that you can pretty efficiently get Foxsparks by just making a grass platform in the edge of the world and then just sitting AFK there for a little bit. Because he needs to spawn on grass. Oh, that's a doubt slime. Grass, snow, or jungle. Snow or jungle? Okay. Okay, actually, if he can spawn on snow, then we should be able to prevent King Slime from spawning. Right? Because King Slime needs grass. So if we just make a snow bridge at the edge of the world, that should work, right? Seems the secret seed menu uses the input codes. This means we can use the missing ones. No, it doesn't, Swagbian. That would be nice, but the secret seed just stores the input codes that you use. So once you put it in, it just stores that code and then shows it to you. So it can't show you codes you haven't given it. Dirt wand works for placing? I seriously doubt it. Why would it? Yeah, no. Like, using any item takes you out of mouse mode. Why would the dirt wand be an exception? If your character has a use animation, it takes you out of mouse mode. Doesn't matter what the item is. If there's an animation for your character using it, you go out. Damn, good RNG. Jeez, this is really good RNG. Did they change? I guess we can upgrade to... Not that I think it matters, but... Upgrade to... Tiger climbing gear. Mouser climbing gear. How do people find secret seeds? Sometimes it's just clever guessing. Sometimes it's brute forcing. Queen bee, it'll be easier to dodge in mouse form. I mean, she'll be easier to dodge, sure. But that doesn't mean we're going to deal, like, good damage and stuff. Any thoughts on amphibian boots? Mouse is not an amphibian. Mice has no benefit from amphibian boots, so... Fuck that shit. Okay, let's see what we can make with Crimtane. Vasculash. Can't use that. Pickaxe upgrade is useless. We could use Crimson Grease for defense. Better than nothing. And that's it. We need 300 mushrooms from Mushroom Boy. Jeez. 300 mushrooms. I gotta make a mouse hole. Didn't mouse evolve from fish? That doesn't make them an amphibian. You evolved from a child. That doesn't make you a child. At a certain point, you stop being something, you know? Mouse is like the upgraded version of a fish? Yeah, yeah. Big Toys, could you stop losing interest at, like, the slightest inconvenience? Fish can't breathe underwater? Or sorry, mouse can't breathe underwater? Yeah, and fish can't breathe on land. And last time I checked, most of the earth was land. So, who really has the advantage there, you know? Maybe you should think a little bit before you say something stupid. Most of the earth is land. Yeah, that's why they call it earth. It's not called water. Should I just do to... No, I don't want to pet Digtoise. I want Digtoise to get me more mushrooms. Get me pictures of Mushroom Boy. Man, okay. Well, we can probably get Mushroom Boy after we do a little bit of farming. Let's let's try that snow bridge at the edge of the world. Another mushroom biome I can see the corner of. Doesn't look like it. What are the rules for the run? I gotta use mouse mode as much as possible. You know, it's fast and loose with the rules because I can't actually do the entire thing in mouse mode, but, you know, as much as we can. Let's get a battle potion. We need more Deathweed. Let's get some more Deathweed. Keep saying that we never stopped needing the sea. We just evolved to bring the sea with us. That entire sentence was said without the letter C. Obviously, we don't need the letter C. Not gonna get a magic luminescence. I probably will get a magic luminescence, yeah, but only once I upgrade my armor. The speed doesn't benefit me, but the light does. Right now we're using a mining helmet for light, but when I get B armor, I'll probably upgrade to a magic luminescence. But right now there's no reason to. Oh. Meteor fell here. I don't have a way to mine meteor. Digtoise doesn't have the pickaxe power for it. Very sad. Where's the point of the mouse mode? Relogic watched Ratatouille and liked mice. It's pretty good for Deerclops. Could have gotten gold/platinum pieces. Gold/platinum piece. You mean instead of my headpiece, I'd get like 2 defense. Yeah, if I made the crimson one, maybe I'd get what? 3 defense? 4 defense? It's not worth it. I don't need defense that badly. Just kind of hoping for a little more Deathweed. We only got 1. Maybe down the hole. Is that a mouse? That is a mouse. Mouse confirmed. Mouse is canon to Terraria. Oh, there's Deathweed here. And here. I just missed it. Make a couple more battle potions. And off to the edge of the world. Do the goblins need a particular time of day to spawn? Why is a mouse collecting other mice? I'm not collecting other mice. I'm just, you know, saying hi to them in the streets. I'm actually collecting a fox. Right, aren't both edges of my world crimson? Yeah, they are. Playing as a rat, not a mouse? No, I'm playing as a mouse. I know my mammals. I took biology. So in theory, if all they need is snow blocks to spawn on, then we should be able to make a bridge like this, and this should spawn foxbugs and Cthulhu. Which is better, rat or mouse? Mice are better. Mice are better. Mice are pretty smart. Don't count the mouse out. You do not want to be caught counting the mouse out. They have a difference. Yeah, one's a rat, one's a mouse. But mice are cooler. This will take a while potentially, but you know we've got time. Rat is mouse plus. No, I'd say mouse is rat plus. Capybaras are capybaras are a rodent? I didn't know. Mouse is an AFK animation? Yeah, you rear and sniff the air. I have to watch recordings of a mouse doing that. And counting how many times it does that for a class. Alright, that's one rear. That's two. That's three. Oh, yeah, I want to get a dye trader so we can try dyeing our mouse. Capybara transformation win. You're a fox? I'm sorry, there's a lawsuit coming from Nintendo for stealing Vulpix. Nintendo actually invented foxes. What I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get the Palworld summons. Because my current summons kinda suck. I've got Flinks and Flinks. And I see a mouse die, how awful. You get desensitized to it. I've seen a lot of mice die. Spawning 2 goblins, archer, and pal in between. There's plenty of space over there. I think that should be enough space. I'm a neuroscience major, Tucker. Like that. This looks like plenty of space for them to spawn in. Hell, that's pretty much beyond the thing. I will make a wall just so that, you know, with knockback, they don't get knocked off the edge. But that's plenty of space to spawn in. They don't need more than that. Are conveyable slimes in normal worlds? Yes, they are. It's not going to make a difference. Yes, totally not weighing. If they spawn, they make noise. Oh, right, the music changes. Damn, it's a windy day now. Well, you also get the goblin music, right? Oh, we got food from this. Ice cream. I didn't know that, it's not penguin. Fuck out of here. Man, Flinxes can't kill, critters anymore. It's a sad day. Wait, does that mean you can't blow yourself up with Flinxes and For the Worthy anymore? I haven't actually paid that much attention to the new Twins track yet. Yo, Shadowhand can still do it. Mouse block? Nope, not mouse block, just mouse. No blocks involved. Except getting something decent on Summoner Run? What do you mean? Like, what point in the game? Where do you need a weapon? Like, the start of the game? Get a Flink Staff. Flink Staff's really good at the start of the game. Very easy to get. If you need something to get you the Flink Staff, you can get, like, a Abigail or Finch Staff or something. I would not recommend trying to get the Pals at the edge of the world because they're very rare. You can't really get them consistently. Consistency, you want, like, Abigail or something. Flinks is very, very good. And Relogic undid the change to 10 Flinks for to craft it. Now it still takes 6. I wish they would have done that before I started doing it in mouse mode, but, you know, we take W's where we can. Maybe use kite to increase. I don't think mice can fly a kite. I can guarantee you mouse can fly. There's no thinking involved. Mice cannot fly a kite. Yeah. Every time you see him on YouTube recommended, you think, oh, he's a good try YouTuber, then you remember you're a femboy? What does that have to do with anything? Do you have triggers if I say AFK? I hope not. Try. I played Ultra Kill? Yeah, I played Ultra Kill in a hot tub when I got to 1,000 subs. What is it, 20 seconds to idle? Where do you get the mouse transformation? Jungle chests. Doesn't seem like it. I think mouse has higher priority. Kairos made a farm for the Palworld summons. So did I. It's right here. No, yeah, it gives... kites are busted right now. One of the most overpowered items they've added in this update, and that's saying something. There's no downside to it. They give you a buff for 12 minutes, and that buff is 15% mining speed, I think 25% movement speed, 0.1 luck, and something else too. Placement speed, I think it gives placement speed too. 15% mining speed at that low of a cost is ridiculous, especially when it doesn't even need to be a windy day to fly it. You can fly them at any point in time as long as the kite isn't touching the ground, and it will be fine. You'll get the bonus. Which basically turns it into a cake at the start of the game. Yeah, max mining speed is super, super easy to achieve now. The kites work underground. I think literally the only thing that the buff checks is whether or not the kite is touching the ground. If the kite is not touching the ground, you will get the bonus. From what I've been told by other people. Alright, we're gonna engage. Does it need to be daytime for the Palworld summons, or can they spawn at any time of day? Probably better to do it in daytime, but... Daytime? Okay. Well, we'll sleep until night. Flanxes. Come on. Kill the zombies. You know the lava shark change, though? The vision? Yeah, having actual lava vision is huge for that. Okay. Flanxes, could you attack the guys actually close to me, please? Box myself in? Nah, the Flanxes can take care of it. Why do you have a mouse on screen? Mouse on screen? Comprehensive Guide to Mining reference? We might be able to get an optic staff doing this, so I suppose it is nice to... Man, these frame drops are killing me. Black lens would be really nice. Can you right-click with summoning weapon? Not anymore in mouse mode. Relogic changed it in an update, so you can't do that anymore. Why is the YouTube XP thing so... It's so underbaked, TV T-Rex. Hello, Flinks. Hello, Flinks. It's such a half-baked system. Same spawn condition as King Slime? King Slime, I thought King Slime needed grass to spawn on. We got a King Slime spawn the last stream while we were trying to get the... Well, we were actually trying to get Goblin Scouts, but... YouTube wants to be competitive with Twitch. Go snipe a blue candle. I can't destroy it, is the thing. I have no way to break a blue candle. Well, the fruits of our labor. What does YouTube XP even do? Nothing. It does nothing. Ooh, warding Hermes boots. Well, the boots are useless. They don't benefit me at all. But... Banners still not work on... No, banners work on summons. Banners, I think, have always worked on summons. You know explosives while being in mouse? No. Anything that has your character do an animation takes you out of mouse form. Even drinking a potion. Summoning a boss. Placing a block. What do lucky clovers do? They give luck while they're in your inventory. I think 0.067 luck. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. You can craft water candles in hard mode? Yeah, you can. I'm farming for playtime? No, I'm trying to get a Palworld summon. It would be very beneficial. Yeah, see, drink this potion, out of mouse form. The clover stack? Don't think so. 0.03 luck? That's close. Basically the same thing. Maybe relying on traps? No wiring is the thing. That wiring is kind of hard to use traps. Banned potions. If we banned potions, this would be miserable because we wouldn't be able to use Featherfall potions. Luck helps with the fox thingy. Well, it's a good thing that we have luck. We have 1% better spawn rates. Realistically, there's not really a good way for me to get luck. I don't even know if I have any living trees to find gnomes. I have one living tree. Have you seen Iron Lung? I have not. I don't really like movie theaters very much. They're loud. I always feel like the volume on movie theaters is dialed up way too much. Torch God? Torch luck doesn't apply on the surface unless you're holding the torch. I thought I heard music change. It wasn't. And you can't hold a torch as a mouse. What are the rules for this challenge? Actually, in mouse as much as possible. Right now, we're trying to get Palworld summons, because I feel like it'd be nice to have something other than Flinxes for Queen Bee. Not going great. No, it's not Skyblock. It's not Skyblock. This is a regular world. We're just in the sky because it's the most efficient place to farm. Try Quick Buff. Quick Buff also causes you to leave mouse form. Pals are tile dependent. Someone said it needed jungle grass, snow, or grass, right? I mean, like, I can make a Crimson here to buff spawn rates? Dude, I don't have the means to make a Crimson. How am I going to get Crimson Blood? Dig Toys won't even fucking break Crimson Grass, let alone Crimson Stone. Iron Lung, when you go see it, it will be the first movie you've seen in theaters in years. We don't really have an issue with loud sound. Yeah, I don't like loud noises. It's like Markiplier's movie, right? Or something? Is the fox something you can put down? I think it's a summoned minion, but you're also able to pick it up. Can we kill these penguins? I'm pretty sure recalling Dig Toys didn't take you out of mouse form this update either. Isn't there a bigger thing for fox thing to spawn if you make more blocks? What do you mean more blocks? I can spawn on grass and jungle grass too. Do they have higher spawn rates on grass and jungle grass? Because if their spawn rates are the same, I don't see how changing those blocks would change anything. Make more stories? That's not how spawning works. Spawning works by picking a block and going down until it finds a block. More layers won't change anything. It'll just make it spawn spread out between layers. You know, summoner lacks flamethrowers. Hey, flamethrowers are pretty cool. Make the platform longer. That's not going to change anything. Guys, it's a rare spawn. It's a low spawn rate. It's fine. More block types? No, it's fine. It's just a low spawn rate. Do you guys know what the most efficient spawns in the game are? They're literally just a platform in an open space. Yeah, we beat Brand Cthulhu. We got his pants. Pretty sure it won't work on snow. Someone said that they were able to spawn on snow. Pretty sure that's what the wiki says. They're able to spawn on snow. And it's a hell of a lot easier for me to make snow than grass. He did it on snow and it worked there. That's good enough for me. It's just a low spawn rate, guys. Like, this is a 1 in 300 spawn rate. It's ridiculously low. It doesn't need to be that low. But it is. What are you searching for? Literally any summon that's not a Flinks to help us with Queen Bee. It's not Skyblock, no. One in 300 per... What? Okay. So. This is going to require a bit of an explanation. So the way that spawning works, for those of you unfamiliar... let's see. Luck. Spawns. Right. Okay. So, the way that luck spawns work is... At first, you have a global spawn. This is dictated by the spawn rate for that biome. So something like the underground desert, I think, gets down to like 1 in 60 at its peak. I think that's about the best that you'll get, which is 1 in 60 every tick. And other biomes, you might have 1 in 80, 1 in 100. Battle Potion increases this. Water Candle increases this. If this check is successful, the 1 in Y global spawn rate check, this is rolled every single tick. When it's successful, which is this path here, something spawns. The game then checks to determine what spawns. This rate is affected by luck. And it will pick... whatever, right? So these are all the spawns affected by luck, at least before this update. I'm sure they added new ones. And when it does spawn, you would have, let's see, where is, right. So this is the spawning tree for the forest in 1.4.4. You start here after your successful luck attempt, or sorry, after your successful spawn attempt, there's a 1 in 15 chance for a critter. And if it's a critter, it goes down a tree to determine what critter. If it fails all of its checks, there's a 1 in 3 chance for a squirrel. If it's not a squirrel, if it is a squirrel that's split between the 2 squirrel types, then it's a bunny. That's the default rule. If that 1 in 15 here failed, then you go here. There's also a couple critters here because relogicates consistency. There's a 2 in 3 chance for it to be a dragonfly if it's on a valid tile for a dragonfly. Then you have birds. Bird spawning rates change based on time of day. Then you go to king slime if the conditions are right. Goblin scout if the conditions are right, and so on and so forth. This is where the 1 in 300 chance comes in. If the spawn rate was successful and all these other chances failed, then there's a 1 in 300 chance for king slime if the conditions are right, and then it moves on to the other ones. So that's what the 1 in 300 is. Does that explain the question? Can I make a video about how to spawn? I already talked about that in my luck video. How long is 300 ticks? 5 seconds. A tick is, you get 60 ticks per second. Jungle biome was a higher spawn rate, so use jungle grass. What? Jungle grass? We're at the start of the fucking game. Basically, if something spawns, there's a 1 in 300 chance for it to be king slime. Or whatever enemy it is. It's not technically 1 in 300, it's actually a little bit lower because there are other spawns that out-prioritize it. Like, you know, the critters were at the start as a 1 in 15. That means everything after it is technically 1 in 15 rarer, because in order to get to those, you have to have the ones before it fail first. So you can't get king slime unless you don't get a bunny. And there's a 1 in 15 chance for that not to happen. So king slime's more like, you know, 320, 350, something like that. But it basically means that, you know, about 1 in every 300 spawns at the edge of the world, if the conditions are right, are going to be king slime. Hey, your flanks is a living wage. I don't want them to live. Hands. Do me a solid here. Dig toy, send him to the shadow. Doesn't that mean the fox thing has different spawn chance depending on the biome? It would, yeah. But meaningfully different. I'm pretty sure the only one that would be meaningfully different is the jungle, because the forest... One, I'm 90% sure that it out-prioritizes slimes. Slimes happen at the end of the spawn tree. They are the lowest priority spawns. So all that we're getting here are slimes. So I don't think slimes are gonna be an issue. We've already had king slime happen, actually. Not this stream, but the one before it. Okay, well, I might do one more day, but if we don't get it in another day, I'm just gonna go fight Queen Bee with Flinxes. We don't need a better minion. I just thought it'd be cool, you know? New content. I haven't gotten to see Foxpokes yet. I thought it'd be cool to see Foxpokes, you know? The fox and the mouse. Nope, no wings. You can do Featherfalls, which is why we're using potions, by the way. Because without Featherfalls, this would be kind of sad. If you had platforms on both sides of the screen, marginally, Ninja Master, marginally. Very little. Yep, we've killed Brain. So far, we've killed King Slime, Eye, Brain, Deerclops. Kativa and Foxbucks are after Goblin. Well, good news, Swagpian. We're past the Goblin. So that doesn't mean anything. Thoughts on rats? I don't trust those guys. And there was a reason that the animal that gave fucking Adam and Eve the fruit of forbidden knowledge in the Bible was a rat. I don't trust him. Thoughts on cats? I got a picture of my roommate's cat sitting in the sink. Cat's kind of stupid. Why would it sit in the sink? I'm going to turn the faucet on. Wasn't it a snake? No, it was a rat in a snake suit. You know, gone for Deerclops? Is she worth it? Eh. Thoughts on hamsters? They don't taste very good. Are the mushroom summons worse than the flanks? I'm pretty sure the mushroom summon's better than the flanks at this point, but it's a bit difficult for me to get mushrooms. We've gotten some, but not many. Yeah, we get food from this, so that's nice. How do I place blocks? I'm allowed to exit mouse mode sometimes, Amik. Like, the game would not be possible if we were solely in mouse mode the whole time. We have to break a couple of rules here and there. Is the slime staff better than the flink staff? Oh, God, no. No, flinks are way better than slimes. It's 300 mushrooms, yeah. Stop counting the probability of mod spawns because you calculate the main probability of rain exploding. If you continue. That's fair. Understandable. Yeah, these pals do not need to be this rare. They do not. Maybe they could, I mean, they could do something like slime rain spawn rates or goblin invasion spawn rates where until you've gotten one, the spawn rates are higher, right? So that you don't just go to the edge of the world and get immediately swarmed by pal summons. But maybe it's like, you know, a 1 in 50 or a 1 in 75 spawn until your first one, and then it goes to like 1 in 200 or 1 in 300 or whatever. Okay, we finally get one. And yo, it's a foxbox! Shit, are they gonna kill fox? Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! He's strong. 21 sub. Alright. I know we're gonna leave mouse form real quick. I want to see his Huggy Fire because I haven't actually gotten to see this yet. Oh, good ability. Yeah, I can use Foxbox's ability without, left click to use... Alright, this one's pretty good. Can a mouse use Foxbox Flamethrower? I wish. So I don't need to... Okay, a Foxbox will shoot. Alright. Foxbox kind of dope. Yeah, no, Foxbox is a... Oh, wait, no, we can't do that. Foxbox is a flamethrower, if you didn't know. How is that a summon weapon? Because we're summoning Foxbox, and look, if you look, we're holding Foxbox, and we're using Foxbox as a flamethrower. And, it's... if I'm not... Oh, wait, I don't even... I'm gonna die to fall damage. Mouse. It's quite good. Oh, this was Skyblock? No, no, it was just farming for this. Okay, well, let's go fight Queen Slime. Queen Bee, not Queen Slime. God. God, not Queen Slime, please. Yeah, let's use Dig Toys to dig out an area. That's fine. Let's reforge Foxbox. So, you know, Ruthless is actually probably pretty good for Foxbox here. He's got big summon there. Okay, that one's fine too. I'll take it. Fabled is best? No, guys. Totally not YN. I can't use whips. The assessment of what the best minion is going to be is going to be biased by the fact that I can't use whips. That's why I have Eager on my Flink staff. Now, Foxbox, I do agree, Fabled is best because it's 10 armor penetration as well, plus 15% damage. But the point I was making is that something that buffs my damage is going to be pretty desirable for Foxbox. Can Foxbox attack upwards? What did Foxbox just do? Why is he disappearing? Wait. Hold on. Is it... Does he go on your back like Kativa? No, he doesn't. Okay, he just doesn't exist in mouse form sometimes. Okay. Yeah, the flamethrower should do summon damage. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yo, a pink mouse would be dope, but I don't think we can get that, So is Fable the best? Sometimes it's better to choose the one that gives 25 armor penetration. I think if your minion's base damage is low, 25 armor penetration is a solid option. Like with the flinks, I can't use whips to buff its damage, and defense is going to shut it down hard. So that armor penetration is really valuable. I think 90% of the time that you're playing Summoner, Eager is not better than Fabled. But in these particular situation, in the particular situation that I'm in right now, I think it is. For the low damage minion specifically. I do think it would be cool if Relogic kind of played with the idea, but I think it'd be cool if they went a bit more in on it, of having multiple, like, viable reforges for being the best reforge. Like, if Ruthless for summon weapons did, like, I don't know, 30% damage. Because still, you are still just kind of in the, oh yeah, get Fabled. But, hey, it's better than Mage reforges. We found a beehive down there. It's not bad. So we still didn't fix this. Blade Staff doesn't get Fabled. It does a special effect when you get Eager. Yeah, yeah. Blade Staff is good for Eagles. That's correct. Blade Staff can't get Fabled because it doesn't have knockback. Surely multiple Fox Focuses would be possible because pals aren't unique. There are loads in. Yeah, I think Relogic... I think it would be really cool if they... It's a fucking wood slime. I think it would be really cool if they made it so that the pals either got stronger per summon, like Abigail, or let you have multiple of them. Right? Like, why not let you have an army of Kativa? That could be pretty cool. You could throw them all in the trash, and it'd be like the satisfaction of killing one Kativa, but instead you're killing like 6. Because, yeah, you do get, what, 5 pals in Palworld at a time? You can only have 1 pal? You can only have 1 of a pal at a time, yeah. So, like, I can only have 1 Foxbox. If I try to summon another one, it'll just... Well, actually, it just makes me use Foxbox as Flamethrower. Multiple Dig Toises would break the... Dig Toys is not a summon. Dig Toys is, like, more like a tool. Okay, let you have 1 Dig Toys, but let me have multiple Foxbugs, or make Foxbugs stronger if I have multiple. Right? One of the things that I think they did really well for the, hold on, let's mouse it up. For the Don't Starve Together crossover, is making Abigail get stronger in hard mode. That made the content what the fuck did you shoot at? Foxbugs, you okay? Which made the content stay relevant in hard mode. Whereas it feels like all the Palworld content only relevant in pre-hard mode, for the most part. I know Chillit can do a bit still in hard mode, but not that much. Imp Staff pierces Ninja, and plus Foxbox is a Flamethrower. Be cool if it bypassed summon limits. That'd be a bit busted. Need more upgradable minions. Yeah, and I think it would be cool, and it would make sense with Palworld mechanics, right? Hell, literally, in Palworld, this is a literal mechanic. You can, like, combine together multiple pals of the same type to make a pal stronger. That's a mechanic in Palworld. That's literally something from the game. Having that exist in Terraria is not even breaking with what Palworld is like. And, you know, I think it would be pretty cool. Especially because they moved... the Spider Staff to post-Mythril Anvil. Summoner having more early hard mode minions is great. If the pals were just stronger, I think that'd be great. Am I digging an arena? Yep. Digging the old Dig Toys. Show this to someone who hasn't played since 1.2. What is that thing digging? That's a Dig Toys. It's from the Palworld crossover. So let's check Foxbox's aim. So he seems to really struggle hitting above him. Queen Bee could actually be kind of rough with Foxbox, but it should be fine when she's like horizontal. So yeah, we do break mouse mode a little bit to build stuff, but that's okay. The important thing is, you know, boss fights and whatnot, or you want to do in mouse mode. What are my thoughts on the rumors that I'm a rat and not a mouse? Look, I know that I'm in the rat files, but I don't know who the fuck that is. I got an email from Jeremy Rat once, and that's it. Never again. I never went to Rat Island. I was never involved in any rat shenanigans. I'm strictly a mouse. Doctrine summoned Terraria and convinced them that 1.2 was the final update, then say there was a huge update and take them to 1.5. Yeah, it's been going alright, Mint Coffee. Welcome. Foxbug struggles with small flying enemies. Hey, we got a big flying enemy, though. Queen Bee. Yeah, I'm curious to see how he'll be. If we have a big arena, we should be fine against Queen Bee. Check the transformation description. You just asked me to check the mouse's pronouns? No, look, I'm the mouse. I know what I am. What are the restrictions that mouse mode brings to the average Terraria playthrough? Oh, well, you can't use items in mouse mode. Bit of an issue. You know, I like Foxbox because when I played Palworld, I basically spent the entire game using a Foxbox named Greg as my pal. He's kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Accurate Palworld mechanics. Damn, he stays far away. He teleports. I like him. You too, like your legally distinct Vulpix. Never played Palworld? Nope, they do not evolve. I can't use dynamite, I'm a mouse? Yeah. Mouse? They don't know how to use dynamite. This should be enough space for Queen Bee. You don't need much space for Queen Bee. They use tooth and claw. Not true. Mice actually are able to summon foxes to do their bidding. It's a rat. It's not a rat. It's a mouse. So Abigail is multiversal in power scaling. Good to know. Alright, well, I mean, there's nothing in the rulebook that says a mouse can't eat ice cream. Wrong direction, DigT. Last meal I've eaten. I had a bagel this morning with cream cheese. 2 bagels actually. Okay, Foxbugs? Yeah, he's okay. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, DigT just breaks stuff you spawn it. DigT, get back here. Oh, new Queen Bee soundtrack. Oh, Foxbox isn't too bad. No, it's a mouse. It's a mouse. Trust me. Yeah, actually, Foxbox is pretty good against Queen Bee. Compared to the accuracy of like an imp staff or something, he's hitting pretty well. If you've never used an imp staff on Queen Bee, they like to miss. Oh my god, is Foxbox actually leading Queen Bee? He totally is. That's so cool. 90% of Terraria minions attack where the enemy currently is. Foxbox shoots where they're going. That's why he's missing some of these attacks, but he's hitting Queen Bee. Despite her movement, because he's shooting in front of her. You guys see that? Actual aim on a Terraria minion. Yeah, dude, Foxbox would be awesome if you could summon multiple in hard mode. I really hope we get something like that, because I do like most of the Palworld summons. I think having hard mode upgrades for them would be cool. Yeah, honestly, what kind of kick can Queen Bee's ass? I don't know if it's Foxbox. I don't know if it's the armor penetration from the flanks. By the way, fun fact. My flanks has 25 armor penetration. That is not enough to fully penetrate Queen Bee's defense. As Queen Bee gets near death, her defense scales up, and I think she gets 28 defense at her lowest HP values. So even 25 armor penetration is not enough to fully penetrate Queen Bee. I tried using Ichor to lower her armor. It'd be a bit difficult for me to apply it. I can't pee on her. I can't use a flask because I can't use melee attacks. Definitely not. I think Foxbox is doing pretty good. Like, let's not count him out, okay? We can. We have our own predictor now. Foxbox is just Deoclops in human in fox form. Mouse. Thank you, Zachrades. Mouse. Kind of attacks I use besides summon and equipment. Passive attacks like from accessories. That's basically it. Anything that involves using an item I can't use. The Shadow Hand is really nice here, too. It's cleaning up these bees super effectively. I can use Cannon and Snowball Launcher, too. Maybe. I don't think right-clicking them would take me out of it, but I don't think they'd be worth it, to be blunt. This is a pretty solid build. Kind of kicking Queen Bee's ass. We didn't even have that much defense. I accidentally tapped jump an extra time. The wiki says it's a Ratha. I don't believe in Wikipedia. I know what's true. See, the fire debuff from Foxbox alone did 13% of Queen Bee's HP. That's not even counting the projectile. Foxbox was valuable here. Foxbox, he helped. I believe it. Is not using items thing, transformation thing, or self-imposed? It's a transformation thing. You cannot use items in mouse mode. It takes you out of mouse mode. I'm allowing myself to do it sometimes, just, you know, for fun, but... also because it'd be impossible without it. I have a Cthulhu. Sad now. Use the snowball launcher. That's cool, but I don't think the snowball launcher is really any good, so I don't think that really matters. Don't need pants. Don't need bean aids. Hide packs and maybe. I've wanted to know. Completely impossible. There would be no way to mine, and there would be no way to summon the wall of flesh as a result, I don't think. You couldn't summon minions because you need to use items to exit mouse mode, and summoning a minion is using an item. I checked the world for a pyramid. Not, conclusively. Alright, we need to kill Queen Bee again. Yeah, we're gonna need to kill Queen Bee again. I mean, it was not bad killing Queen Bee, so we can just go kill her again. We've got bottled honey. We've got... There should be hive on the ground. Yeah, and we can grab honey over there. It'll be okay. I think DigToys dug it, but we just didn't pick it up. Why did I sell the kite? Isn't it really good? I can't use a kite in mouse form. I think it's okay for a mouse to drink potions. Like, a mouse can drink potions. Right? Let's think, you know, in real life about what a mouse can do. A mouse can drink potions. A mouse can eat food. A mouse can equip shoes. Right? Like, these are all things that mouse are known for. So I think it's okay for a mouse to eat food and drink potions. Can't have a second Foxbox? No. You can only have one of the Palworld summons. If I see this, I see it, but didn't really finish the rest of that sentence. Kill Deerclops with naturally generated traps, then accessory build. Hopefully find a natural way through jungle, then kill wall of flesh. That just sounds miserable, Cynthia. Like, I've got a life. Like, at a certain point in time, you have to weigh, at what point does this just make the challenge miserable? And would it be more fun to just change the rules slightly? And if the answer is it's more fun to change the rules slightly, then just change the rules slightly. You meant the message higher? Oh, okay. Only pet mice and rats are vulnerable to catching human diseases? Nah, not me. Not me. I've never caught a disease in my life. I did manage to avoid the entirety of COVID without ever getting COVID. Alright, we had mouse on screen this whole time. That's not supposed to be there. The mouse back. No, you guys have had enough mouse. Now we're just gonna have mouse, okay? No more mouse, but you can have mouse. Hey, no mouse until you eat all your vegetables. Yeah, like this situation here, if we didn't have Eager, without Eagles, it would have been a miserable experience trying to kill Queen Bee here. Yeah, we can test whether Foxbox was worth it by just summoning 2 Flinxes and seeing the difference. Oh, and we can eat food just to keep it consistent. These back. I forgot them. There we go. Playing summon only? Pretty much. Yeah. I think sentries being summoned before the boss fight is okay. Can mouse use wings? Mouse cannot use wings. Mouse also does not benefit from, as far as I know, mouse does not benefit from, any kind of, like amphibian leg or amphibian boots or frog leg or, like specter boots or anything like that. You do get Featherfall, which we're definitely going to use in hard mode, but none of that other stuff. You think balloons work? We have to get a balloon. Maybe with Featherfall we could scope some out. We could try it. Jungle torches. Must have been in a pot. Mice are known to carry around bundles of balloons. Yeah, they're usually the assistants of children's birthday clowns. Can you gravity potion as a mouse? Nope. Sadly not. I do think it'd be cool if you could. I do think if Relogic weren't cowards, they would have let you, like, use some items in mouse form. You know, like if you were a bat or a pixie, okay, I could understand a bat or a pixie not being able to mine or not being able to drink potions. Like, where's the mouth on a bat, right? Bats can't drink things. But a mouse can drink a potion. Let's be real. You're still able to use the alt attack on Sky Dragon's Fury while transformed? Look, if a wolf can use a pickaxe, a mouse can use a pickaxe, okay? If Lilith's necklace gets to have all the cool abilities and still use stuff when transformed, I think it's only fair game if the mouse is able to, too. Well, yeah, bats can drink blood because they're like mosquitoes. They have a proboscis that extends and goes into veins. That's how they drink blood. But you can't drink a potion like that. It'd be incredibly inefficient. You need to down too much liquid. The liquid dynamics just don't work. Well, hey, don't... Let's not bury the lead here, dude. I am also in mouse form. Right? If there's one thing mouse form can do, it's dodge attacks, because you have a small hitbox. Like, dodging as a mouse, especially pre-hardware enemies, is pretty straightforward, because you have a small hitbox. Thoughts on E? I mean, if people want to take estrogen, good for them. Or ecstasy, either one. Me, not a big fan of either. Don't really do many drugs, and I'm not trans, so I don't take estrogen. But a proboscis is just a straw. Yeah, but it's a thin straw. You know, it just doesn't work. Last time I checked, potions don't come with a straw. You're gonna drink it without a straw. Plus, blood is super thick. It's viscous. You ever tried to get a, like, really thick milkshake through a straw? It's like that. At least rats can still cook. I don't know why rats get the reputation for being able to cook. Like, the guy in Ratatouille was a mouse. That was not a rat. It's fucking stolen valor that rats get reputations as chefs when it was a mouse the whole time. Yo, Queen Bee Meteorite. Honeycomb's an interesting thought. It's called Ratatouille. The death of media literacy. Ratatouille was the name of the dish. Remy is a rat? No, Reggie is a rat. Remy's a mouse. No, we need to kill Queen Bee one more time. Hold on. So it was 422 the first time. See? See? Fox pokes? Fox pokes? Fox pokes? Fox pokes made me kill Queen Bee a minute and a half faster. It totally justifies the 30 minutes we spent grinding for fox pokes. Since Foxbox inflicts the fire debuff, would it not synergize better with Hornet Staff rather than Imp? Well, you're kind of missing the bigger part of the problem there. We can't get Imp. We can't break Hellstone. So it's not really possible to begin with. We need a little bit more topaz. Snow biome? Snow biome should be easy. I want a magic luminescence, although I can't see in the dark before we switch to B armor. How did I get wood? I think it came from a chest. Fortunately, dig toys can't break trees. Need mithril anvil for spider stuff? Yeah, I've been thinking about that one. It's gonna be real rough if we can't make a mithril anvil. If we can get literally 1 bar of hard mode ore, that's sufficient. Because then we can make power bombs, and I think I'm okay with mouse terrorism to do that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Why not just shine potions? Dude, do you know how many shine potions I would need to be able to see underground all the time? I need glowing mushrooms and day bloom and shit. It's, you know, it's a lot. The hell, someone doing angler quest? Yeah, but they don't have to fish. Mouse can't fish. What are these Discord tab names? What do you mean? We've only gotten Cativa and King Slimes. Unfortunate. It's a 40% chance whenever the event happens for Foxworks instead. The Slug Zone? Yeah, that's the Rain World channel. Terraria? It's a type of bread. Does magic luminescence boost mobility? I don't think so, but it does give me light, which I kind of need to be able to see things. Well, I mean, we can just kill the mechs, and then... Honestly, the main thing I'm concerned about, it's not being able to do anything at a mithril anvil. That's fine. But what really bothers me is not being able to make a summon for the mech bosses. Because if we can't make a summon for the mech bosses, and we can't break an altar, then we're stuck grinding enemies for a natural spawn for all of them, which would be miserable, and I do not want to do that. So we'll think about stuff when things come from. They patched that. Corbin, now only that was in 1.4.5.4. Only worlds generated as Skyblock worlds will have Skyblock features in them. Get Foxbugs back. Magic Lantern Light Pet? Yeah. Yeah, there is. I don't think we've seen it yet, though. Probably my long-term goal would just be to get the Pixie Light Pet from the twins. That one's pretty consistent and easy to get. Try getting the Barnacle Staff soon as you reach hard mode is quite literally impossible. I have not seen the Barnacle Staff yet. Nice one, Foxbox. You'll get him one of these days. Is that a Dead Cells weapon? There's 2. Topaz, that's enough. How do you get it? Yo, and it's armored. Hard mode, underground, jungle. Oh, right. I heard they added a summoned weapon to the hard mode jungle fishing. Yeah, that sounds awful. Barnacle staff sucks. The duality of man. Barnacle staff is good stuff. Barnacle staff sucks. How does it work? The chance is so incredibly rare. Is it the same as the other fishing weapons? I don't see why it wouldn't be, but if it seems that rare, it maybe isn't. Okay. Boots are useless. Straight up. They do nothing for me. Why am I using flanks when I have full bee set? Because I cannot get a bee yet because I need more bee wax in order to craft bee summons. Hornet summons. So it's just not possible yet. Give it some time, and we will. But we need to go kill Queen Bee again. So we now have... we got one extra minion slot from that. We can summon another Flinks. And we should make a house in the jungle so we can get the Witch Doctor in a bit. Just Shimmer the Beanade. I'd have to find the Shimmer on a large world with a dig toys, and I do not want to do that. We can just go fight Queen Slum again. Queen Bee again. Did I Shimmer the Beanade? No, I didn't Shimmer the Beanade because this is a large world and we haven't found the Shimmer. My method of digging is a dig toys. Why did I make a large world for a small mouse? Because I thought the vertical mobility would be nice for hard mode bosses. Thought we might need it. Dig toys can dig without me, and I'll probably use them to find the Shimmer eventually, but right now, it will not be faster to have dig toys dig to the Shimmer than it will be to just go kill Queen Bee. Slime again. Queen Bee again. I started saying bee then. I keep... Too many queens in this game, man. Right now, it takes me 4 minutes to kill Queen Bee. It would take a hell of a lot longer for dig toys to dig to the Shimmer. No, they patched that, Mario. Actually, wait, am I? Oh, yo, Magic Luminescence does affect mouse. I think. Hold on. Am I fast? Let me get on flat ground to check. We could do Queen Slum. No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think it just felt like it did, but I don't think it does. We can check more in depth in a bit. What's the plan for Moonlord? I don't know what the plan for Moonlord. We'll figure it out when we get there. The mice take fall damage? Yes, but it's reduced. Oh, oops. There's a little mouse hole there. Oh, you mean breaking a Queen Slime thing. Oh, maybe we can't get Queen Slime then. That's okay, though. Nothing from Queen Slime would have been remotely useful anyways. I think, realistically, what we probably end up doing is doing the old one's army, free mech, to get the stuff to buy armor sets. Come later in the game, which is going to be a lot of grinding. But I don't know if we have a tier 2 old one's army in us. So I think we're going to be stuck grinding tier 1. We're probably going to use the Tavern Keep for armor, because we can't get Spider. We can get hollowed armor from the mech, so maybe we do that, but... because you can craft that out of Demon Altar. And then we just work from there. Queen Slime goes to the attacking accessory? Yeah, but if I can't get Queen Slime, it doesn't do anything. Dig Toys cannot break Pearl Stone, no. Dig Toys cannot break any block that requires a certain pickaxe power to break. His pickaxe power is 26%, I think. Which is very low. Worse than copper. Or run up Moke Queen Bee. They're attacking you anyways. Moking takes me out of mouse form, sadly, so. Like I said, we're trying to use mouse form as much as possible. I know we have to leave sometimes, but if we don't have to do something, then I'd rather not. I think Rat King should be added to the game. No. Rat societies don't have kings. I was doing it last time when farming for flinxes. Yeah, before the last update, alt-clicking did not make you leave mouse mode, but now, alt-clicking does make you leave mouse mode. You can see right there, that makes me leave mouse mode, so not ideal. Something in the last patch changed it so that you do leave mouse mode when doing that. Bonehelm kind of clutch. Bonehelm is not bad. Bonehelm is not bad. You had an essay as a message, but it got ignored. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to read every single message when else I have to, you know, look at the game and stuff. There's a lot of people talking in chat. Does having a small hitbox make dodging all that much easier? Yeah. Yeah, no. Having a small hitbox is really, really beneficial. Like, you can actually sit here and intentionally weave between the stingers. You can look at bees and go, like, there's a gap in the bees and then go between the gap. Like, it's very nice. I think we go full ranged here. I think we keep a flinks around. What's our next boss? Skeletron? We gotta go full range for Skeletron. How do we chat second monitor? Yeah. Yeah, Skeletron's a full ranged minion kind of endeavor. Oh, yo, B-mount. Sadly, incompatible with mouse. Okay, we want a hornet staff. Eagle, that's fine for me. I'm fine with an eagle. Love eagles. Yeah, I think I'll just go full hornet here. And then, where's my dungeon? Left side of the world? Yeah, we can make an arena real quick. We have time. Other side. I can mouse not ride B? I don't know. I don't know. Relogic if they weren't cowards, you know? Use the hive pack. I don't think hive pack is worth slotting in over any of my current accessories. Well, I guess I do have a radar equipped. I guess I can swap that one out. I was using that one for defense. My other accessories, though. It buffs the firing rate of hornets, which is nice, but... I like my 2 double jumps. I like my bone helm. I like my brand of confusion, and I like being able to see. So, the other ones, I don't want to swap out. And 25 armor penetration really helps out when I don't have whips, which I don't, so. Very, very nice. Triple jumps are even better. Yeah, I'd love a sandstorm, but no sign of any. We're just fighting here. I mean, we've got... Well, no, I can't break those. No, I want to fight out here. So I know we leave mouse form briefly here. That's okay. We're just equipping a human mount to build a little spawn. What do you mean, like carbon dating? Finding out how old fossils and rocks are and shit? That stuff's pretty cool. Big fan of carbon dating. No mouse over. Oh, wait, sorry. I have the game in full screen now, not borderless window, because borderless window is being annoying, so. Yeah, they added new dungeon layouts in 1.4.5, so this is one of the alternate layouts that can spawn. You can still get the old dungeons, but sometimes you'll have other ones spawn like this. Is the vertical movement any good for... Oh, the vertical movement on mouse is not very good. Let's not kid ourselves. Is the underground different? Just the top? Just the top. The underground's the same. Once you get past that little spot there, it's just the regular dungeon. Yeah, probably Mario. Oh, you know what I can do? Is I can show off something that I have not used yet, but should be very, very strong. Which is... the reason that I am allowed to use potions and potion buffs is because the game would be very boring if we could not use Featherfall potions. So we'll show those off against Skeletron and how powerful they can be. You don't like the dungeon layouts? They just don't fit with the rest? I don't think they're that big of a break. I think they're okay. They are a bit different, but different's not bad. I think multiple mouse form players should be able to share attack power, but also movement like a Rat King. No, they're mice. They're not rats. It's not getting mixed up. Be able to equip roller skates and mouse. Hey, a mouse could wear roller skates. It fits. It fits. It makes sense. I think it's being a bit more awkward to make an arena. See, I would love it if they did something like this for the Jungle Temple. There kind of is in the Dual Dungeon Seed, but having a room like this that would consistently generate for Golem, so that you wouldn't be at the mercy of RNG, I think that would be awesome. Using a B plus flanks be any better? I have no idea. Do Bs not have iframe issues? Bs don't have iframe issues. They don't have piercing attacks. Iframe issues only exist on weapons with piercing attacks. Weapons without piercing attacks do not give iframes. Oh, there's an island up there. Maybe we check for Featherfall. Oh, with Featherfall for island later. Yeah, Dual Dungeon is really cool. You. Q2. Thoughts on Mickey Mouse? Not a fan. Hate that guy. He still owes me 20 bucks. Dude. I gotta get used to using Featherfall, but... Thoughts on Iron Mouse? I know that she's a VTuber, and I know that she has, like, some autoimmune disease or something that makes her chronically sick. That's literally all I know about her. So I don't really have that many thoughts on her. Can I use sentries? If I had them, I could summon them before the fight. Floating mouse? Yeah, dude, Featherfall potions are ridiculous. I mean, you can just see right here. This amount of mobility is ridiculous. Like, just being able to sit here and no-sell all of Skeletron's attacks because I can just float out of the ways is absurd. And I get the advantage of a small hitbox. That is nice. But even without a small hitbox, I mean, I got hit once because I wasn't really looking at the screen. Again, I'm barely even looking at the screen when doing this. I'm looking off screen to read chat all the time, and I'm still able to just effortlessly avoid everything Skeletron's doing. Featherfall is ridiculous. And if anyone ever talks to you about mounts being overpowered, roller skates being overpowered, chillet being overpowered, wolf mount being overpowered, there is a 90% chance that what is actually overpowered is the Featherfall potion that they're combining with that mount. It is easily the most overpowered potion in the game. I've gotten hit once during this fight, twice now. And I'm not even trying to avoid him. It just happens passively. Doesn't Deerclops drop a sentry? Yeah, but Deerclops is not the fastest to kill. You don't use Featherfall? You don't have to use Featherfall. But Featherfall is ridiculous. Okay, I need to get used to mouse dodging these skulls. They're not moving quite where I'm expecting them to. I mean, we can't just go around Skeletron. We have Featherfall. You want to say something, but you don't want to sound weird? Well, as long as you say it in a way that doesn't sound weird, you won't sound weird. If it's something that you think is weird, then, you know, maybe don't say it. But if it's something that's not weird, then just don't say it in a weird way. There's a lot of upkeep with farming. That's the thing with Featherfall. They don't even take much farming. It's what? Deathweed, Blink Root, and a feather. Feathers, I mean, you kill wyverns, you get 10 feathers. It's a 10-minute long potion buff, so it's really, really quite consistent. And, you know, Blink Root, Deathweed, it's not that hard to farm. There's some of the more annoying herbs, but not too bad. Do you even need Deathweed? Is it just Blink Root? You need Dayblooms to craft it. It's just Blink Root, and Day. I don't even remember the Featherfall recipe. I never craft them. Chill it dash going through enemy. Yeah, chill it is good. Any thoughts on the new potion buff extender station? So at first, I thought it was kind of dumb that they made a strictly better alchemy table. And then I realized it's actually much worse than the alchemy table, because the alchemy table is a 3x3 furniture sprite, and the Dead Cells alchemy table is a 4x4 sprite, so you can't place it next to your other crafting stations in a setup very easily, right? It's a lot more annoying. And then I remember that they made that completely irrelevant because they let you craft from all chests in a 35 tile radius, so that entire downside doesn't matter. And then I got annoyed by the fact that that change existed. So overall, it's okay. Yeah, so back it. Why is no one access? God, I can't speak. I'm way too preoccupied with multiple different things. I got a lot going on. Why is no one obsessing over the Ram Rune? It's completely insane. There are a lot of other things in this update that are busted. I think a lot of people are using mounts right now. You can't Ram Rune out of a mount. What are the little claws attacking Skeletron? That is the Bone Helm accessory, which drops from Deerclops. Makes Shadow Hand spawn around you like Deerclops has. They attack enemies. Yeah, it's so big. Yeah, I hear that a lot. No offense, you found the way I pronounce R. You find it cute. Oh, thanks, I guess. You always find Featherfall in chests? Yeah, they're pretty common. And 10-minute potion duration is ridiculous for a buff this strong. Something like Featherfall is a 3-minute buff, and this is way stronger. Oh, sorry. Something like Gravitation is a 3-minute buff, and this is way stronger than Gravitation. You must be completely blinded by the Witch Room, because Chill It seems so mediocre to you. Damage boost is unnoticeable, and the dash is clunky and hardly works. Can you whip while being a mouse? No, mice can't whip. Anything that uses an animation can't use in mouse form. Very sad. Yeah, so I guess are we horneting Skeletron? Or sorry, the Wall of Flesh? How fun is it? I enjoy it. I like mouse. Mouse is cool. Big fan. Big mouse fan. So let's think about it. Yes, they do need to fix that, Truantors. What would I want here? Cobalt Shield's not bad. Do I want anything except a Cobalt Shield out of the dungeon? Honestly? I don't think I... Well, I want a Bewitching Table, obviously. Shit. I can't get a Bewitching Table, can I? Can't break it. Damn. Every time I die, I'm going to have to run down to the dungeon and get a Bewitching Table. I should set up a pylon nearby. Come on, Dig Toys. Please? Please do me a favor, Dig Toys. Just this once. Just this once. Come on, Foxburgs. Minions are projectiles. I think they can... That was not... Not quite what I was expecting. Maybe we can make it work. So I have an idea. Not without... I don't know if I understand how this teleporting logic works. Yeah, if you untransport when there... If you untransform when there isn't space, you teleport to the nearest space. Or at least you should. Maybe it can't teleport me into the dungeon. Hold on. I think it might not be able to teleport me into the dungeon. We can keep trying. It took me outside the dungeon in the first place. It must not be able to teleport into dungeon. Yeah, because otherwise it would have just put us in the dungeon. Right, the fact that it didn't put us in the dungeon is proof that it can't. Because that was the nearest unoccupied space. Bit sad. Okay, well, we'll find a way to crack into the dungeon. Why can't I break, though? Dude, I'm a mouse. I'm just a mouse. Mouse got no pickaxe. One above the dungeon? No, actually it isn't. Thank you, Relogic, for putting bad items in the floating island pool. Okay, we get a magnet. That was the one above the dungeon. Would a guide's arrow break it? I think any projectile can, yeah. I think a bee is a projectile. Yeah, a bee is a projectile. Yep, bees can do it. Bees can do it. Yo, there we go. Honeycomb coming in clutch. There's a cobalt shield. Should be nice. Key is nice to have. That inventory brings me pain. I'm sorry, man. Mice don't know how to manage their inventory. I'm a fucking mouse. I don't know what you're expecting out of a mouse, man. I'm a mouse. I'm a mouse! Well, once we get into hard mode, we can buy a bewitching table from the witch doctor. Or is that curled red thing? That's the ram rune. Lets you do a down dash. No. Got disconnected real quick. What the hell? Yeah, I apparently got disconnected from YouTube for a sec. That was weird. We're back, though. Well. Ram rune also gives iframes. Is my mouse attracted to humans or other mice? You know Captain Jack Harkness? He's like that. Omnisexual. How rare is it to get foxbooks? You have, what, a 1 in 200 spawn in the outer pouch of the world? Maybe 1 in 300? Not 100% sure. I've gotten mixed answers. And then you have a 40% chance of having it be foxbooks instead of Kativa. The hotfix is peak. Yeah, dude, that hotfix is incredible. It's on master. What difficulty am I doing? What difficulty am I doing? What difficulty am I doing? Huh. I wonder. Damn. How could we know? How could we know? How could we know? There's no way to tell. Where's the hotfix that lets you ride B as a mouse? Dude, they let the finch staff sit on your head as a mouse. They gotta add mouse synergies for other items too. Let's see. Do we try to find the temple? Man, that's gonna be miserable come hard mode. Nah, I just want a house here though. I need a little mouse house. Am I playing hardcore? No. No, this isn't. This is mousecore, not hardcore. Okay. Mouse on screen. Does the finch staff really work? Yeah, it sits on your head. How did you get it? The mouse? You can get the mouse from jungle chests. If you mean how I got it in this playthrough, I just gave myself it to start with. Thought the one would be more interesting that way. Yeah, ivy chests specifically. When I say jungle chests, I mean chests with jungle loot. There you go. Mouse core turns you into a mouse when you die. If only. Very logic if they weren't cowards. Softcore, medium core, hardcore. Where's the mouse core? Is it mousecore a type of music? Is it? I'm not familiar with mousecore. It's interesting. Smart cursor changes the type of torch you're holding, depending whether you're in water or not. A bit odd. 3 of these. 4 of these. Oh, damn. Can I even, Nice. Thank you, DigT. You can stop now. Nightcore is peak. Yeah, but don't the kids call Nightcore something else nowadays? Don't they have a new name for Nightcore? Yeah, that's where we got the Witch Doctor dude too. Yeah, Mousecore. Mouse house? Every house is a mouse if you look hard enough. We'll keep this cloud in case we get a sandstorm later. Okay. So I know this is a bit of a short stream. I might end the stream there and then just pick up tomorrow with killing the wall of flesh and getting... Well, I don't know about tomorrow. I have a lot of homework I need to do that I've been kind of behind on. I may have... Okay, put this back on now. I need to look at mice and record their behavior. Like a lot of mice. And then I also have like physics homework and shit due tomorrow. And I kind of have to work on those. And I spent a lot of time that I was going to spend working on it this morning, making a video talking about the patch instead. So I'm a little crunched for time. I love how just like mouse form and the other animal forms just let you be a little animal critter next to all the other animal critters. Like, I can just sit here with the bunny and I don't look out of place. I got my foxbugs behind me. I got my hornet behind me. And you know what I can do? I can fucking roast this bunny. What? 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 Oh my god, they made it so summon damage can't kill critters. And so foxbugs, because it's summon damage, it can't kill the bunny. I can't make Watership down. Because Foxbugs is dealing summon damage, all critters are immune to summon damage, so I physically cannot kill this bunny. Deal damage that's able to kill critters, but I think they just made it so literally all summon damage. Actually, let me check real quick. Let's get a sentry. Because those deal summon damage. We could do a sentry and the king slime mount, right? Slimy saddle, that deals summon damage. Consumable. Give me a bunny or something. Do I have a... Man, you're gonna make me do this. Okay. Actually, I could just wire up a bunny statue. That's okay. Let's check it. You, Grand Design, and then switch. Thank you, Relogic, for making switches not be able to put on platforms. Really helping me out. Oh, no, maybe it's not. Whip steals summon damage? Yeah, maybe it's just specifically damage from minions. Maybe it's not summon damage specific. Because, yeah, whips do it. Maybe I was wrong. Can sentries do it? What would be a lightning orb? Lightning orb would do it. Okay, sentries can't, I think. But I think that would have killed it. Well, regardless. I will see you guys definitely this weekend. We can continue that multiplayer Planetoid World. And then I'll get to mousing when I can. I really gotta study and do homework and stuff, though. I've been neglecting that a bit since 1.4.5 came out. I've been very busy with that this week. So I might have to not spend as much time making videos and streaming. But we'll see. Bye, everyone.